my name is Henal and I'm going to be interviewing Dr. Somji, aka my husband, on the amazing Cetaphil range today. Cetaphil is an industry-leading sensitive skincare specialist. It's the UK's #1 dermatologist-recommended skincare brand and has a 75-year heritage of offering consumers dermatologist-recommended products. So, shall we start with question 1?
Yes, certainly.
What is sensitive skin?
Well, sensitive skin actually affects 70% of individuals worldwide. There are 5 signs of skin sensitivity that have been identified by Cetaphil themselves. So it's dryness, tightness, irritation, roughness, as well as a weakened skin barrier are a great indicator of somebody that has sensitive skin. Skin sensitivity is defined as like an unpleasant skin sensation. Things like stinging, burning, maybe even a little bit of redness within the skin as well. And it can affect not only the face, but other body parts as well.
So I've been using this gentle skin cleanser for the past 3 months and I absolutely love it. What do you have to say about it?
Well, I brought it home for you, so
You did.
this is why you're using it. But this is a fantastic cleanser. It's for both face and body.
Yeah.
I sometimes get sensitivity myself when I use products with fragrance in it, particularly bath products. And every now and again, I have to actually use this just to reset my skin. The key ingredient in this is niacinamide. It's essential vitamin B3, panthenol, as well as hydrating glycerin to improve the resilience of sensitive skin. So just using this as a cleanser will both cleanse and moisturize. And you can also add other things in the range as well just to boost that. But the key point is it's dermatologist tested, it's fragrance free, doesn't clog pores, helps the skin to retain the moisture, soap free and suitable for all ages. So that means that even when you've got a little bit of nappy rash with the kids, you can use this to wash in the bath and it's absolutely fine.
Great. So the second one is the Hydrating Foam Cream Cleanser.
So when you've got a foam cream based formulation, this is more for individuals with a lot more dryness within their skin. So this is actually a really nice product because you don't get it so much because you've got a cream based cleanser, but then it foams as well.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
So it's quite nice because sometimes when you get cream based cleansers, especially if you've got dry to normal skin and you've got sensitive skin, you want to use cream based cleansers, but actually it doesn't make you feel clean.
Right.
So, and where this foams as well, it's actually really quite nice. It's non-irritating, fragrance free, doesn't clog pores. Again, it's got those hero ingredients in there, glycerin for great hydration purposes, niacinamide, which is fantastic for a number of different things, improving your skin barrier, reducing things like pigmentation, redness, panthenol, as well as our good old aloe vera to hydrate the skin as well.
Yeah, it's got some great ingredients in there and some great benefits in there too.
Yeah, and look, the pH of this is absolutely correct in terms of what you want it to be for your skin. And it's very, very kind to the skin. And more than that, it preserves what we call the microbiome. So the healthy bacteria within your skin that allows it to function so you don't get things like sensitivity in the future.
So the next one is the Moisturising Lotion. This is one of my favourites for the kids.
This is where, well, everyone would know about Cetaphil because of this moisturising lotion. And it still remains one of my favourites. It's got some great ingredients in there, niacinamide. It's got avocado oil in there, which is great for moisturising and holding in that moisture. Just using this just for 1 week can repair your skin barrier. So if you've got sensitive skin and you've got an impaired skin barrier, using this religiously for 1 week is fantastic. And this is what, when we talk about clinic, this is what we give to patients when we've done kind of what we call resurfacing treatment. So maybe a chemical peeling or a laser treatment, and they can't use anything too strong on the skin and they want to repair that skin barrier quickly and get back to daily life. This is what we're using
basically
to help
when they're
moisture.
not allowed to use actives.
You're not allowed to use really any other products, and you really want to just let your skin heal, but your skin's really dry, so you need something. And this moisturising lotion is fantastic. You pair that with the cleansers that we've talked about, and you can even use a thicker cream at the night time as well, which we can discuss. But this is, like I said, always the hero products. Is new and improved in terms of formulation. The avocado oil is really nice actually, and it feels great on the skin.
Well, I can say actually I've been using this most evenings My skin always gets really
and it's
dry.
not too greasy
and
as well.
Yeah, and I wake up with
like
nice smooth skin in the morning.
It just absorbs very quickly.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
Definitely for me, that someone that kind of washes their hands like 50, 60 times a day, this is the only thing really that restores that moisture very quickly, and it's very nice. Don't forget what I said. Using this product results in a significant skin barrier improvement in only about 3 days. So with restoration in 1 week. So if you've got sensitive skin, you've had some sort of reaction to something, and you want to repair it as fast as possible, you're going to start using this because it helps repair it in a week. Okay? It doesn't clog pores, defends against all the 5 signs of sensitive skin.
So shall we have a look at these products and perhaps look at how to use them and have a look at their textures?
Yeah, so we've talked about the hero product, my favorite product, the Moisturising Lotion. You can use this face, body, wherever. You've got a generous amount within the box, within the packet as well, which is fantastic. And obviously you know that your skin barrier will be repaired in a week. So once you've reached a status quo, you can maintain those benefits. And that's where, if you want something a little bit lighter during the daytime, obviously you wear makeup, so you want to layer things and you don't want things to be too thick,
of course,
then you can use this daily hydrating moisturizer, which is fantastic. So immediate, moisturizing, long lasting throughout the day as well. And this is what I would recommend during the daytime. And then in the nighttime, this is when your skin is repairing. This is when it's most active. So you want something that's a little bit richer, a little bit thicker. You don't need to put any makeup on and things on that at night. This is fantastic. It's got one of my favorite ingredients in there, sweet almond oil. So it just nourishes the skin even in just 1 day, which is fantastic. So if you want to really accelerate that process of adding hydration to your skin and repairing your skin barrier, you can use all of these products in combination.
Actually, I have to say that this I've used a few times during the day and put my makeup on top because it's a little bit thicker and it just allows your makeup to glide and get a nice dewy look.
I mean, look, I always think that you shouldn't always stick to one moisturizer. So you should buy a few of them. And you know, this kind of just, when I come out of the shower, I just put this nearly everywhere. In the daytime, I'd use this in the daytime because I get a little bit oily during the day. I know you don't, but you've got much more drier skin. So you might even want to use that during the daytime. But look, strictly for like 95% of people, you'd want to use the night cream in the nighttime just because, you know, not everyone has dry skin.
No, of course not, no, but I just prefer to use that.
There we go.
So what can you tell me about these two? So one is the gentle skin cleanser and the other one is the oily skin cleanser.
Well, if you remember when we were on holiday, I used this oily skin cleanser. So I was trialing some different SPFs and I was layering them and my skin was really kind of essentially congested. And I did kind of have a small breakout. So for individuals that actually are acne prone, Cetaphil got a great product that you can use as a cleanser. It's the oily skin cleanser. Yes, if you've got kind of normal to dry sensitive skin and not so much acne prone, then yes, the gentle skin cleanser is absolutely fine. But this oily skin cleanser is really nice because it deeply cleanses the skin, but it doesn't strip it of its essential nutrients, so it doesn't damage the skin barrier. That's very different to some of those ones that you put on and it strips the skin, damages the skin barrier, and you're back to square one again. So this was really useful for me when I was on holiday, when I was experimenting.
On to my next question. How do you know if you have sensitive skin, and are there any signs or triggers that people should look out for?
Yeah, there are 5 signs of skin sensitivity that have been identified by Cetaphil themselves. So it's dryness, tightness, irritation, roughness, as well as a weakened skin barrier are a great indicator of somebody that has sensitive skin. So let's look at them individually. Dry skin is commonly both a visible as well as a sensorial indicator of sensitive skin. And a weakened skin barrier creates an ineffective seal on the skin surface, which allows moisture to be lost outside. So, you know, people commonly tell me, look, I will have dry skin, but I'm drinking a lot of water and my skin's not getting moisturized. And I say, look, we're made up of more than 60% water. So really your effort should be focused on how not to lose moisture. And that's where ranges such as Cetaphil come into play, because they help that barrier so you don't lose moisture through evaporation, and that's really, really important. Then you can add that hydration to help restore the skin's luster.
So it's essentially, it just helps you lock in that moisture.
Yeah, and more than that, Cetaphil adds the moisture as well. So adds the moisture and then seals it, and that's what you want. So the second sign, irritation, is one of the most frequently reported and bothersome signs of sensitive skin. You get redness, itching, burning, stinging are key signs of sensitive skin. So, you know, these are things that sometimes we see at the clinic. Someone's been maybe using too many different products, too many different actives, using products with things like fragrances in there that's irritated your skin, and you know, all sorts of things that can really cause problems. Even too much sun exposure, using things like sunbeds and stuff, you can actually get burn on the skin. So you've got to be really, really careful about what you do to your skin, and that's one of the main things that we see in terms of the sensitive skin that we see at the clinic. And then roughness, so mainly in the winter time, I think, for me. So flaky, dull, pale, uneven skin texture is a visible sign of sensitive skin. If you look closely, microscopically, you'll be able to see irregularities within the skin, and it can affect the whole skin quality and also lead to discomfort and distress. So roughness usually goes hand in hand with dryness. And you know, there's certain areas in the body, especially areas which are hands, you know, your knuckles, your elbows, these things actually tend to have a really bad skin barrier and tend to be rough and dry and sensitive at the same time.
Agreed.
Next sign that we have a look at is tightness. So you sometimes complain of this because you've got dry skin and you get tightness, so you feel like almost like a stretching sensation on the skin, and it's all because your skin lacks moisture and hydration, and it worsens over time if it's not treated. So probably you said that you were using the night cream during the daytime, so probably you need it then.
I do, I definitely do, because a lot of the time I put moisturiser on and my skin literally just drinks it up. It's so thirsty all the time.
Exactly, and that's telling you that you've got deeper dehydration of the skin, so you need to be using different types of moisturisers. So you might use the moisturising cream, but then you might want to layer it with the moisturising lotion. So you're getting multi-leveled hydration within different areas. And then also focusing on improving your skin barrier, which we're going to talk about now. So the fifth sign is a weakened skin barrier. So people with skin sensitivities often have thinner, damaged barrier layer of the skin that allow actual irritants to penetrate and moisture to be lost more easily. So a fragile and weak skin barrier isn't visible in the skin, but it's more of a feeling of discomfort, such as stinging, burning, even itching when using certain products. So, you know, people always say to me, well, look, you know, I want to use fragrance-free things on my face, but one of the things that we forget is that when we wash our hair with our shampoo, nearly every single shampoo has fragrance in it, and that's what it makes it feel nice. You've seen those adverts where someone's sitting in the shower and smelling that nice smell. Well, that does go on the face, so you can't stay away from fragrances forever, and also we like to wear fragrances as well. But what I always say to patients is, look, if you've got a weakened skin barrier, you're going to be more susceptible to all of these bad signs of skin sensitivity with just even the slightest thing. And you really want to strengthen your skin. So instead of avoiding, use a product range such as Cetaphil that can repair your skin barriers so that your skin can be a lot more stronger. And yes, if you have any innocuous exposure to all these irritants, then you're going to be a lot safer and more well protected.
So just as a roundup of what Dr. Somji and I have just gone through, Cetaphil's active ingredients are clinically proven to help defend against the 5 signs of skin sensitivity: dryness, irritation, roughness, tightness, and a weakened skin barrier. So, you know, I can say the products they're gentle yet effective, and they're compatible with topical treatments. For almost 75 years, Cetaphil has been a sensitive skin expert, and this is clinically proven to soothe, hydrate, and nourish sensitive skin.
Yeah, so I mean, look, one of the things that I mentioned a little bit earlier on was about how your skin gets a lot drier during the winter time. And definitely in the UK, we see this a lot more. There's a number of different reasons for this. We love essential heating. So that dries the outer layers of the skin and causes dehydration and then a damaged skin barrier as a result of it. Secondly, there's a lot of places in the UK that have hard water, and hard water strips the outer layer of the skin, and it also damages that skin barrier as a physical damage. So we've got these problems in the UK, and also, well, generally in the winter, the air is drier. So our skin will be a lot drier during the winter time. And that's the reason why you can play around with the different levels of moisturizers. So you've got the lighter day moisturizer, you've got the night cream as well, you've got a creamier cleanser, as well as you've got even a lotion as well. So these things, depending on what your skin is doing, you can accurately match it to it. So there's no such thing as even getting one cleanser, one moisturizer, and one night cream. Mix it about, and Cetaphil have got many different textures and tones within the range that can suit your skin, because what you like, I definitely don't like. So, and vice versa, right? So I think your skincare will definitely change between the winter time and the summertime. And one of the things that I've been most impressed with Cetaphil, and which I always use on holiday, is the SPF. It's a fantastic SPF. It's an SPF 50 that I use on holiday on my face, and it's also non-greasy. Your skin does not feel
and it doesn't
clogged.
feel sticky.
Absolutely.
So do patients tend to have temporarily sensitive skin after having treatments?
Of course. So this is somewhere where we actually give Cetaphil to our patients, to certain patients that have had specific treatments. So we've talked about chemical peeling. Chemical peeling is great for even some types of sensitive skin, but also for things like pigmentation, anti-aging, as well as laser treatments like resurfacing treatments that remove, in some cases, the whole outer layer of the skin. These are what we call ablative treatments. Now, it's very difficult to trust specific brands for their safety to put that on the skin afterwards. But we have full trust in Cetaphil because of their heritage, because of their history, and also because there's no nasties within the product. So no fragrances, non-comedogenic, as well as being dermatologically tested. So if I'm doing a treatment in clinic, I'm going to be recommending Cetaphil as an aftercare protocol to help repair the skin. And we know it's backed by science. We know that within 1 week, that you're going to get improvement within your skin barrier. So we've got full confidence to give the Cetaphil range post-treatments.
So what is your recommended skincare routine for sensitive skin and more generally after clinic treatment?
Well, I've been waiting for this moment. So here we are. I've got my products ready, so I'm going to tell you. So look, we're going to split this into AM and PM. And I like to keep it very simple in terms of cleansers, especially post-treatment, or even prior to treatment, and even for individuals that have sensitive skin. So, you know, I'm a traditionalist, so I like the traditional hero products of Cetaphil, which is the gentle skin cleanser. A great all-round cleanser that just hydrates, cleanses, as well as soothes the skin as well. So if you've got that kind of heat coming from the skin, this is great just to cool it down really nicely.
Perfect post-laser and skin peels.
Definitely. Now, if your skin's very, very sensitive, there's this newer product which is great. It's a soothing foam wash.
Oh, nice.
Really, really good. It foams up, so you can just almost just dab it on the skin. So you can basically purchase both of these products and interchange them depending on how you're feeling, for instance. So in the AM time, you really want to just use the daily hydrating moisturizer. It's nice and light, and the reason why we're going to use something a little bit light is an important product that we're going to use after this, and that product is actually one of my most favorite products now, which is the Daily Defense Moisturizer. It's SPF 50. This has a lot of moisturizing capability just by itself, so you don't almost want to clog pores too much, especially if you've had especially if you had things like microneedling that have opened up channels within the skin, and therefore you're more susceptible to things like congestion, as well as even kind of further damage to your skin barrier. You really just want to be safe in terms of what you're putting on the skin. So use your gentle skin cleanser in the morning. If you want, you can use the foam wash if you're really sensitive. Then use the daily hydrating moisturizer, and then immediately afterwards put your SPF 50 on. And you know, people get scared about SPF 50 because they think it's going to leave a cast on their face.
No, it doesn't
that
at
white
all.
Cast. This doesn't at all. So
it literally just blends right in. It's so nice.
Absolutely. And then you want to move to the nighttime. So nighttime, again, you could use your gentle skin cleanser, absolutely fine. You can mix it up with this nice foam based cleanser as well, and the rich night cream. fantastic because it moisturizes in a slightly different way to the daytime one. It's got the sweet almond oil in there, which is great for the skin barrier. And even in just one day of using this, when you wake up in the morning, your skin will be a lot more improved in terms of sensitivity. Those 5 signs of sensitivity that we talked about earlier. So the Rich Night Cream, fantastic to use at light. And guess what? That's all you need to use, right?
Yeah, it's that.
And it's keep it very simple, and then you can really explore other things within the range. There's different textures within different products as well. You might want to use the foaming cleanser, which is great. So that's more specific for patients that have acne. So it deeply cleanses without stripping the barrier. And if, for example, you've got drier skin, then you can use what I've just talked about. So you can experiment, and that's the beauty with the Cetaphil range. Just buy them all, that's what I say.
Thank you for that, that was quite insightful. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and thank you so much, Cetaphil, for sponsoring our video.
It's really important that we only work with brands that we really believe in.
Yeah.
And Cetaphil is a brand that I believe in because I give it to my patients.
And we use it ourselves, as well as our kids.
So if you've got any more questions, just let us know in the comments below. If you want us to review any other ranges or speak more about these products that we just talked about, just let us know as well. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, as well as that bell button, because we've got so many videos that we're going to be uploading over the next few months.
Thanks, guys.